Hello everyone and welcome to my class. My name is Victoria Levin and today I would like to continue to talk about a position that's called Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog. In the previous video I showed few variations how you can use props to help your body to be in a position and how extend your body to this position and help to support yourself, to understand more, to see more of your inner side, how the position should be felt inside of your body. So today I wanted to continue and I want to show you more advanced techniques with props and for people that mostly beginners that really need a support of props to begin to understand that position and how to feel themselves inside a downward facing dog. So I want to start with more advanced. So today I want to talk about hands and another parts of our body, but in this video I want to show you more of advanced postures with your hands in downward facing dog. So if you have like I talk about is I have overextension because my hand was broken and I have some limitation with my hands, but I really want to stretch them and help them to be more precise in the position. So today we're going to use blocks. Again, if you don't have blocks, you can use books. So for more intense stretch of downward facing dog, most of the time we're taking our hands forward, we spreading our fingers, our middle finger is pointing first. But today I want to show you the other way around. So you can stretch your inner arms in this position, and this rotation of your hands, even if you have overextension, it helps you to understand how the shoulders and the shoulder blades need to be in this position by holding it. So you're putting your hands like this on the blocks, your fingers on the floor, so your palms touching the blocks and your fingers are on the floor, and you pushing yourself to a downward facing dog with rotated hands like this. So if you can see, my shoulders more supported by this way, and I feel really good stretch in my inner arms and my fingers and my palms. So we do this. We continue to take our tailbone up. We're engaging our quads and we're stretching our hamstrings and calves. So this is one of the variations of downward facing dog with props. If you really want to feel energy flowing in your hands and how much of the rotation can help us to understand where the shoulders should be and how much pressure you need to pull on your hands with extreme stretch. Another way of downward facing dog with a different hand variation, because most of the time, again, we putting our hands forward like this. But what happens when we rotate them in that manner? So our inner arm coming forward and we're pushing ourselves. So for this, we can have as a prop a wall. So we taking our thumbs and index fingers close to the wall. We're spreading our fingers. We're pushing all our palm to the ground, and we're engaging in the position. So by pushing, and the wall is resisting to our push, so it gives us more understanding of how much of a push with our hands need to be done. And by rotating the hands out, we feel our shoulder joints can more rotate out and less clench on, like shoulders do not clench on our ears, and it gives us more space in the neck. The shoulder blades more penetrate inside the spine. And again, tailbone up. Engage your quads, your kneecaps, and really push with your hands. So this is another variation, more advanced, but it helps to understand by rotating your hands, more engagement in your shoulders, in your deltoids, how much back, upper back needs to be worked in this position. Another way is more for beginners. When the beginners start with this position, most of the time our hamstrings, our calves, our buttocks are really tight. So our back muscles, they're really short, and it's really hard to lengthen your spine, like by taking your tailbone up. And when the muscles are short, you curving your spine. So you're doing like something like this. But in this position, most important thing is to keep your spine straight and not curved. So there's another position that can help you by grabbing the mat. So as a prop, we're using the mat. And instead of taking your heels down, because they're short, your leg muscles are short, and you really struggle with this. So instead of taking the heels down, you bending your knees, you pushing with your hands, you taking your tailbone up, and you're taking your chest closer to your knees. So by this, you're really opening your shoulders, you're really getting the benefit of straight spine and rotation of your shoulders, and your tailbone is really up. And then when you use this position, you can slowly, 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 each time lower your heels down. But from the beginning, when your muscles are short and you can't do this, so instead of compensating and doing this, you're just taking your chest to the knees and you're holding this position. So in this variation, we're using our mat as a prop. Another variation is, for the beginners, is to use a chair. So if you can't really be on your knees, you can use a chair and do same position from a standing way. So use a chair as a support for your hands, and you use blocks as a support for your heels, because it's really hard to put your heels down if you're not really stretched. So for the beginner, if you can't do this on the floor, you can do this by standing position and lower your hands on the chair, middle finger facing forward, and again, if you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Most important thing is straight spine. So you can be in this position. It's still downward facing dog, or you can straight up your legs, engage your quads, suck up your kneecaps, and lower your back. So this is another variation of downward facing dog with the chair and with the blocks to help you to be more aligned and to understand more of shoulder rotation, how much of shoulder blades need to penetrate your inner spine. Another variation with the chair of downward facing dog, it's a full support, so you can really enjoy of all the benefits of this position by being fully supported with your body. Is to put a blanket of the back on the back of the chair, so it will cushion the area where you need to press. So I'm putting myself this way. My heels are up, but what's most important here is to take your tailbone up and to keep your spine straight. So you need really lengthen your spine, like really stretch forward yourself. Feel how muscles are releasing in this way, and then take your chest to the sitting cushion of the chair and take your hands forward, supported by blocks or books, and lower. So this position is fully supported, but you still have the stretch of the spine and the stretch of the back of the legs without feel any, if you have like a lot of injuries and you really can't support yourself on the shoulders, but you really want to have those benefits of this position is really, really great, fully supported, amazing. So this is the best variation for beginners. If you have any kind of problem or disability, it really, really helps. So downward facing dog is really beneficial to our health, and as you can see, there are so many variations that you can use to understand more, to see more. So props really help us, and I hope my videos help you to understand more, to explore more, to discover your body more, to discover yourself more. And thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.